Shakes TV right here, and I have got the beautiful Mary.
Hi Shax, what's up?
I'm good. So, what exactly do you do in the UK? By the way, I met Mary yesterday at Kenyans in the Park, and we will be going tonight to watch Nviri and Bensol.
Yeah,
Are you excited?
I'm sort of excited. I've not gone out for some time.
What do you do in the UK, you said?
I'm a nurse in the UK, having a background work in Kenya for around 7 years.
Wow.
And yeah, 7 years. And
Ah.
I've been in UK for 1 year now.
Anyway, today we are not going to talk about nursing in UK
Yep.
because there is just so much content on that.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of dating in the UK.
Yeah,
Right. Let's start with the good. Did you come here with in a relationship? What happened?
I came single with no expectation. And I chose this background because there's always a good and a bad in everything. There's always a good in the bad. And this is a Chinese symbol called yin and yang. I resonate with this symbol because it's really realistic. It makes sense to my life and to situations around me. So when I came to the UK, I was single, and I have been dating.
And then you got a boyfriend here.
Why are you getting so personal? Yes,
it's always personal.
I have been dating. What that means is like people confuse dating, seeing someone, having a partner, and getting married. Some people are still married and they're still seeing other people.
I know.
Going out for coffee, isn't it?
And then how can you compare the dating scenes in Kenya and UK?
It's totally different, and it's very difficult dating in the UK. When women come to this country,
even for a beautiful lady like yourself, oh my God,
it doesn't matter, because you tend to assume, oh, how can you be single? You know that you ask me, somebody asked me, how are you single? You're so beautiful. Maybe because I'm single. It is what it is. So when people come to this country, they come at the age of, especially ladies, they're at late 20s and early 30s.
Yeah, that's true. And then men usually come at a lower age. It's very difficult to find girls who are like the nurses. I'll just speak for that because those are most of the people that I know, right? 25 and around that age, very, very rarely.
And them, the most younger ones are in school. They're schooling here.
Yeah,
and
sure.
They go back home.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Now, how did you meet your partner, your boyfriend, or whoever you'd call him? Was it in a dating site or Alukfinia too much, or how did you guys meet?
I've never been into a dating site. And,
are you sure?
Yeah.
Mm.
And I tend to meet people. People ask you, if somebody wants to talk to you, they can really do. Of which this country, it can be sort of a stalker business where people stalk you or ask you a stupid thing and they want to talk to you, but it's very difficult because you don't know who you're talking to. And as you know, you can be sued of stalking someone in this country, so people tend to go to the dating apps. But I'm one of the lucky ones. I haven't got into the dating apps now.
All right. You're a very lucky one. And then there is this issue where women who are coming here from Kenya, they like say, oh, the men that we are dating, the Kenyan men, they're just after sex. Why is it that? Have you seen that with the men that have tried to approach you, like the Kenyan men? Have you seen that at all?
The direction of where you take your conversation or your dating is where it leads you to. If I'm in a forward room with a man, yeah, so I don't think
you will definitely want something.
No, our conversation may trip or maybe slip to a different conversation, and that's really different. But the little I have heard about what it is like to date from my fellow ladies is like, in those apps, most of them are quite direct to the disease of dry spell killing.
Yeah, speaking of dry spell, there is a lot of dry spell in the UK. Absolutely, you cannot deny that. Nobody can. I mean, it's true. How are you coping with that when you came to the UK, when the first time that you didn't have your boyfriend? Did you try to get any of the or did any of the Kenyan men approach you, and did you have any, they call them flings, don't they? You're not gonna say that, are you?
I'm not gonna air my dirty linen in public, of course, but I want to say we all have ways of diverting our energies. I have ways of diverting.
Can I also say that you may or may have done things, but you're not happy to talk about?
Not really. I don't think so, because it's only 1 year. Somebody can't survive for 1 year, you know. You can't. Oh, shucks. Okay, so we all have ways of diverting our energies, but I would say generally, it's not easy having long working hours and trying to balance all that, and especially for married people. if you have children, you can leave children alone in the house here. So one of you have to be in the house and the other one have to leave to go to work. And for us who have long working hours, you have to have like a matching day off for you to meet, or maybe organize something, or maybe you're working in the same institution, or you're living closer to each other. I tend to have done distance relationships, so it's a bit tricky, and I have my ways of diverting my energies, and I do run.
Oh no, no, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Okay.
You can never suppress the sexual urges with running, with going to the gym. Maybe you can just suppress them for that particular moment, but they will come back even stronger and torment you. God.
Yeah, but it's a mindset, isn't it? It's a mindset. It's something sex actually is spiritual at some point. So it's a mindset that you need to develop, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, you have to look for ways to divert the energies.
I've just thought, why are men and women reluctant to date in the UK?
It's because some people have different perspective. When you come here, some of us, like at our age, as I said, we just want to settle down. And if you don't want to settle down, maybe you're in the process of healing. And if you're not in the process of healing, you're looking for a particular thing in a man that you already have awakened to seeing other people. And this is someone you would wake up to every single day. So it's a huge transition, requires huge decision to make. And if you're dating for marriage, then definitely it's going to be tough. And if you're dating for fun, it's easy, very easy. You just need to voice it with the person you're saying, and it's easy, honestly. And the sad part of the ugly part of it, most people in our mental health hospital are depressed because of loneliness. It's so sad that people are so lonely to a level you don't have someone to talk to. I remember in Kenya I used to go playing pool with my friends, and I didn't have the time that I'm lonely at any point. There's a point in this country where it was so cold, people are keeping to themselves. And if you're not used to people keeping to themselves as much, you can be lonely and depressed in this country. So you have to develop your own strategies of dealing with your own self and learning to be alone. So yeah, if you're not like an introverted person, it can be very difficult.
Ah, wow. Right, so you've been on dates, and for people outside, maybe in Kenya,
Yeah.
I would just say that in this country, when you go out on a date, you do contribute for the date, don't you?
Yeah, it's kind of it's a chivalrous. Can I call it chivalrous? Or sort of in Kenya or African, we tend to see men as a provider, and you guys tend to treat us nicely. Here, sometimes we tend to split bills sometimes because we're both working, and depends on where you are. If you take me to which hotel, if you take me for like shopping in Harrods, I think it's gonna be tough because it's not easy. It's a bit expensive in the UK.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with splitting a bill.
Yeah, then that's so good, like for men, because
That's a beautiful side of it.
Yeah, that's a
it
beautiful
also depends
side.
on the ladies. Some ladies don't believe in sharing bills.
I have actually seen ladies who I've seen them talking about that, and they were dating some wazungus here, and they were like, no, can't do that, because it's in their culture that they share bills and everything. But that was a big turn off for those ladies anyway.
Yeah, it's a turn off, and especially when why are you taking me somewhere you can't be able to pay then? Yeah, if you're splitting bill, let me know in advance. So if you're planning a date, you're taking me out for date, then take charge of it. It's one of the deal breakers, I would say.
So, absolutely. Yeah. All right. They have been just because we're just above 10 minutes. There has been situations where ladies in this country have been really heartbroken. Hebu wacha nikuulize, wewe kisha kuramba ama tunangoja ama tunaomba?
Tuko tuna flow na maisha.
Akija kuramba bado.
Hata sijakuwa.
Lakini kuna watu wamerambwa.
Yeah, kuna mtu amepatiana hadi bank cards because ameambiwa I'm gonna take you to my family, and then sweet language as always. Women are quite auditory. They're swept by that. Kina walamba baadaye mtu anatumia pesa yako na bank card yako alafu anatoroka. Hujui hata ni wa country gani.
What?
Yeah, it's a bit sad, isn't it?
Hey, that's bad, Mazi.
Yeah, but where are you gonna take that person? Even if you report, that is family business. Is it? What do police call it?
Yeah.
They call it domestic.
It's not, I mean, I don't know how, it's kind of fraud or something like that. I mean, this is someone that you've been dating, and then you trust them with everything that you have, and then they take them all away.
Sad. Or maybe
But
they borrow money.
And then they borrow money, but Kenyan men will never do that.
Why are you defending Kenyan
I'm
men?
not defending Kenyan men. I'm a Kenyan man, and I have never done anything, and never will I ever do anything like that.
It depends on your demographic. It depends on where you come from and what you believe in. Because some people don't believe in men paying bills. Some people don't believe in women paying bills. Some people don't believe in opening doors for, like, when I get into the car. The small things that you do, maybe. Some people are quite, the romance bit, it's quite different, honestly. I've dated several people, and I think In
If,
that line, dating means I've gone out for coffee, doesn't mean the other way around.
oh, please.
Yeah, I've gone out for coffee, and the conversation can drive to attraction, to a deep connection, or to nothing.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's Mary, and she's gonna leave us with that beautiful smile. She is saying, keep subscribing, keep watching, and sharing the video. Bye for now.